Hey, it is August 3rd again. No, well, 4th is 1 in the morning, but I still count it as August 3rd because I haven't slept yet. So this is actually the second one. I usually don't start over my journal venting crap, but I said some names and I realized it. So I actually don't want names on videos, except for the ones that really tick me off. Then that's up for grabs. But yeah, I've been detached a little bit, I've noticed, and I'm trying to get out of it. It's not really working as well as I thought. It's a bit stressful to figure out how to support yourself, if anybody understands that. I know I say that a lot, but I don't have any friends I can actually say that. That is very fucking pathetic, by the way. But as I mentioned, I got severe social anxiety disorder, or SAD as I call it, which sounds even more fucked up. Again, I curse a lot, so if you don't like cursing, just stop watching. So me and crowds, not a good thing. I know over the past couple of years I've been to a few parties and stuff. Even before my husband, I went to like group meetings. I went to a few pagan festivals. I actually went to a few Native American festivals also. But it's like, I don't know, I've completely changed over the years. I know when I first came out of rehab, I went to a Native American festival with Michelle and my person I was with. See, I don't even want to say that, just the person I was with. And I was like completely talkative, calm and mellow, and we shopped and got all this cool stuff, and then we actually went on stage and danced, which is freaking hilarious because it was actually on video. I did not know someone was recording it, but it was pretty weird to actually see me with all these feathers on my head and crap. And yeah, they picked me to dance in the middle of the circle, so oh yeah, so now it'd be like completely terrifying, like holy shit, I'm not gonna go up there. But about like what, 11-12 years ago, I was like more self-confident, more outgoing type person. Again, that's linked to the domestic violence relationship, the PTSD issues, that like totally just sucks your self-esteem out of you, and just instead of actually replacing it with like, you know, positive thoughts and actions, it's just filled with this anxiety you cannot control. So I know, for example, the not the pagan New Year's, but the regular New Year's, I actually went with my husband and some of his people that he knows, and I like sat in the seat the whole fucking time. I didn't want to get up. I think I did get up once, and actually that is a trigger I figured out. If I can actually topic that for like a second, it feels like I've been talking forever and it's been like 3 freaking minutes. Oh my god, I hate having mania. It drives me up the wall. But that night was actually a big trigger because I go through my journal so that I keep on Pinzu. Again, I'm gonna mention that like 1,000 times. I love Pinzu. So where's it going? Oh, New Year's Eve party thing. I don't know, for some reason my husband couldn't do it, so he asked me to actually, that was my husband, he actually asked me to go up to the bar to get a shot of vodka for a friend of his, since I was kind of blocking him in. And it's I know my family is gonna completely understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, vodka's my first. Then there's, you know, JD and other stuff, but vodka's my first pick. And I'm like just stuttering thinking about the shit. I can taste it right now. There's something wrong with me. Okay, so I'm not gonna actually talk about that for too much longer. But that was actually a trigger. So like the whole night I'm sitting there, I'm like, holy crap, you know, this guy's drinking, my husband was drinking, everyone's drinking, and I wanted to fucking run out as fast as I could, which actually wouldn't have done me much help because everyone else on the street was drinking too. So the regular New Year's, I really don't enjoy going to. Especially with the anxiety, it's like extremely stressful. I haven't actually been to a full-fledged pagan New Year in about, I say 5 or 6 years. Like the year before I met my husband, I basically stopped following my path, if you want to call it, when I started seeing him. Honestly, don't know why. So, anyways, what I do now, you know, is I do some stuff. I just make sure that no one's home. I try to squeeze it into a time block, which is very frustrating. That is like a major help for me, a major outlet. It's like what I believe in, and the fact that I got to keep it a secret and hide it and do it when there's no one home and try to fit it around everything else. I mean, like, if there's a full moon, like, I will usually go in the bathroom at night and do it when I know, like, they're not going to actually bother me, which is totally fucked up because I'm doing it in the bathroom. I mean, it's the best place I got right now, so I'm not going to complain. But I feel like I'm babbling on about that. So that is another trigger that I have noticed. Or I'm sorry, a stressor, is that I can't practice what I want to. I am pretty damn well sure that his nephew has some smart ass remarks to say. And I'm sure that my husband would think I'm totally freaking bonkers. So I actually don't do it. I know my family knows, so hi guys. Again, thanks for watching and all the comments. Very cool. But it's a little different actually being basically married to an atheist. I guess you could call my husband that, like he doesn't believe in anything. Ow, and my ear's ringing. Bad karma's coming my way. So it is a little confusing, and we kind of butt heads a lot. It's kind of like we're polar opposites trying to mesh together. But anyways, to stay on topic, one thing I did mention that in the last video, not yesterday, but the day before, that he's actually kind of like a shield, which is like freaking awesome. Because I've never actually had somebody be a shield with the mania or the whatever you want to call it. Mania is mainly what you call it. Usually in the past when I went through my manic phases, I was drinking or doing something or everything else to deal with it. When I got sober, it just turned into an all-out fighting, cursing, breaking crap fuckfest. It was terror. Constantly having to replace the furniture, fix shit, and running out of condoms was freaking unbelievable. So since then I have gone to actually have actually had help for sex therapy shit, so I don't always dependent on sex is my first way to fix things. And in the past, it would be like the first thing I do to fix anything is just have sex. Nowadays, it's like, it's not even close to the first thing I do. I find out that it's just a way to block what I'm actually feeling, and it makes it worse. Then I hate myself, and kind of blends in with the low self-esteem, makes it worse, that kind of shit. So, trying to focus, I really am. It is a little frustrating. I think this is gonna be a little bit longer than I thought. It's like 1 something in the morning here, and I am like not even tired. I'm a little bit tired, but not that much. Um, so anyways, oh, the shield thing. That's what I was talking about. I'm sorry. My husband is actually kind of like a shield. It comes off as being a douchebag half the time. That's the way I first thought of it. Like, oh my god, he's being a jackass again. But it's kind of like the more that I read the journals and I kept track of the moods and I kept track of when he would fuck with me, as I would say, kind of pieced together. Actually, it's not the way I actually thought it was. I mean, there's times I am damn well sure that I have completely oogled men and like just been like, oh, and I'm sure it's showing like all over my face, and that must not feel good for him. It really must not. But it gets to the point now to where his thing is like he'll call them my boyfriends. I think I might have said that. I'm not sure. So it kind of keeps me around like, holy shit, I'm getting bad again. I need to fucking take a step back. So, yeah. It's kind of how that one works. Fascinating, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways, my moods, today, I hope to God I'm not repeating this, is, withdrawn. A lot of thoughts, but not so much to where I can't think that, well, please don't lick your hiney. And I'm talking to my cat. I'm not talking to someone. Stop. Great. Stop that. Stop. So yeah, so I'm kind of down. Not like down depressed, but like down, like I'm just drained down. So I'm hoping this is actually heading towards the end of my mania, which is usually what happens. I feel kind of drained before I start to feel a bit more normal. And then usually I get a reprieve and then I go through like a little bit of depression. But again, I've mentioned with all the grief and the stress, the stressors, the triggers, all the stuff, I've actually been rapid cycling, like extremely fast, and I keep on getting pop-ups, man. My security system alerts me about everything. Oh, dear goodness gracious. Okay, so normally, I would say before I lost my daughter or gave her up, however you guys want to say it or see it, and before I got into a serious relationship, which again is another trigger for me. Being in relationships is kind of like it's kind of like a guessing game, and like behind each door it's just like the worst things possible that I can think of. I am not good with relationships thanks to the few bad ones I've had. I tend to base everything on those couple bad ones. So yeah, but where was I going, people? Where was I going? I don't think my husband even knew that's where I was going. I was talking about bad relationships and stressors.
You was talking about your daughter.
I know I was talking about my daughter.
Yeah, you were talking about the people know that you. That's the last thing you were talking about. That you just gave her up, and some people probably think you lost her.
Oh dear God, I seriously lost my thought, people. Oh my goodness gracious. So what I'm gonna do? Okay, honey, thank you. I am actually going to talk about something else and hope that this one comes back, because I totally lost it. Yeah, cats are freaking nuts. This actually is great, right there. Oh, there's the baby. Well, she's not a baby anymore, but that's great. Oh wait, I wish I had Chloe, but then you're gonna see my husband in his boxer briefs, whatever the hell you want to call them.
I got shorts on.
Which of course makes you think of that song, I'm sexy and I know it, because the guy walks around in his underwear the whole time. I'm so sorry. No, that's no. Anyways, you guys do have some videos of my cats, so you've seen them. But, I was going through my emotions, which I think I did explain. I hope I did. I don't think I mentioned it in this video. I do not want to go back to the hospital. That is my worst nightmare. The last one I was in actually was more of like, picture like a 1950s or 60s like sanitarium type setting where there's like your bedroom and the TV room with like nothing but windows. I think we did watch one movie the whole time I was there. And the rest of the time it's like, guys walking around naked and nurses trying to put their clothes back on him. And I think I got stuck in a quiet room like, what the hell, 2 or 3 times. But you gotta love the shots they give you before they stick you in a quiet room. Those are the fun ones. But those are just bad reactions to all the meds they kept on trying to give me to see if this one would work or if this one didn't work. And of course they made me worse, as I've mentioned. So I know I've mentioned I've been through almost every mood stabilizer except for lithium, and I think there was another one. Lithium, there is no way in hell you can put me on that. It's not gonna happen. Besides the fact that you gotta drink a boatload of water, you gotta watch your salt intake, which I am usually good at that, but not so much nowadays. Especially with the hormone therapy, which I'm doing because of the PCOS, and this probably is a lot of information. I do crave salty foods and meats and stuff with salt in it, like after the hormones and before my cycle, my menstrual cycle, not my mental cycle. So that one would not actually work out. And the fact that you gotta have your blood constantly tested for this and that, whatever, and it pretty much destroys your goddamn kidneys. I myself, I'm still kind of young, even though I feel like I'm like 65 and run down to the ground. I do not want to be like 45 or 50 or 55 walking around with a goddamn pee bag. I have done a lot of drugs and just about anything I can stick my hand on, as I mentioned. Alcoholic, really bad. Yeah. It's messed up when you go to detox and you have to be rushed to the hospital and put on Librium because your body's about to shut down. So, I know I'm an alcoholic. So, my kidneys and my liver and any other organ that these pills affect is pretty much a no-no. I know that sounds kind of funny. I do thorough research concerning every medication I take. So almost every mood stabilizer that I've tried does affect your body negatively somehow, which has been a big concern to me. I have taken a lot of them back to back on top of each other and all kinds of stuff. So kind of sucks. So I'm not exactly sure what else to do. Actually, I did kind of laugh because I think I was on WebMD on the page about lithium and some other stuff, and they said that basically there was a statement that totally freaked me out. Actually, I started laughing about it, and then it freaked me out. But they said that if with bipolar, like it's not actually a traditional thing to do, but if you tried like just about everything and it doesn't work, which is my case, that they actually do electroshock therapy crap again, which I thought they'd done away with that years ago. I'm like, gosh darn it. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Yeah, I don't see how that would actually help your brain. Also, I tried to wrap my head around that one, and yeah, I just can't picture that one either. So, um, yeah. So I'm pretty much down to the bottom line of what to try. I've tried so many antidepressants, antipsychotics, mood stabilizers. I tried the new ones, the agonist and the antagonist. I tried Seroquel, which actually made my chest hurt and my left arm go numb and muscle tightness and twitching uncontrollably. I tried the Abilify, which made my muscles tense and stiff, and I started feeling flush and everything else. And yeah, I personally like to stick with the older meds. Um, the newer ones tend to give you more life-threatening effects than the older ones. But anyways, so I hope I haven't repeated myself that much. I know I didn't go outside today at all. I don't think, did I?
Yeah, I tried to get you to.
No, he tried to get me. I wouldn't go. I was actually too busy playing Sims 3 Pets. Usually I play for like an hour, hour and a half. I think I played for like 7 or 8 hours today. I mean, I totally zoned out on it. Um, that by itself kind of makes you feel detached after you stop playing. Like, holy crap, I'm back in reality. Yeah, I'm saying a lot because I'm trying to connect my thoughts, which is not working too well. But anyways, I know I did mention the hospital. I don't know if I mentioned in this one that if I don't feel better, I will probably go back next week sometime. I really don't want to. But as I mentioned, my mania episode is actually lasting longer than any other ones I can remember off the top of my head, which is actually hard to remember. Yeah. And the anger is getting the best of me. It really is. So, I don't think I skipped anything really. I just feel completely blah right now. Did I miss anything? I'm not talking to myself, by the way. I did mention that in the past video. My husband is actually over here. It's just that he doesn't talk. And I'm not going to show him. Because I can't pixelate the whole damn video. Just not to show his face. I think that's a no. You don't know. You're too busy playing your game.
No, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm fucking up his life. I'll put it that way. Because he's dealing with all this other crap on top of trying to babysit my crazy ass. And seriously, there's just days where you just want to run away and just not stress nobody out. But living by yourself is actually worse. Pretty much. Somewhat. I have lived on my own between relationships, which was actually great at first. But then, like, towards the end or middle, whenever, it's like you totally forget to eat sometimes. I know I have that problem. I do forget to eat until somebody actually, like, mentions something. Then I'm, like, thinking, like, crap, what the hell did I eat today? Which happens a lot. My husband's staring at me right now. So, yeah.
No, don't tell the truth.
What?
You lie about it.
I don't lie about it.
Yeah, you tell me you already ate a couple of meals. And then I looked at the dirty dish and can't find none.
I don't lie about eating. I just don't eat.
No, I asked you. You said, yeah, I ate.
Wow. See, trying to control the temper. Really
Well, I'm trying
good.
to help you out with with yourself and other people in case they got the same problem, so they could know what to look out for.
Yeah, and it's coming from the guy who wanted to go to a NAMI meeting with me.
What meeting with you?
Exactly, you forgot. Oh,
Naming
hey,
meeting?
I don't know if you guys do know about NAMI. I believe it's NAMI.org. NAMI. I would probably stick that in my descriptions also. I think you can actually mention that. But they actually have, not classes, but like meetings. What do you call those things when you go when there's a speaker there? Oh my
Yes,
god.
speaking.
Oh, but you go to these group sessions. It's like a, I can't even think of the word, and I feel like a retard right now. You go there to hear somebody talk about a certain issue. Put it that way. Which of course mine is the bipolar. And I think the first time I asked him was like almost a year ago. And he's like, oh yeah, yeah, I'll go, okay, okay. And he never even brought it back up. So,
Look at the AA meeting we're supposed to go to, but we couldn't find one. I remember that. It was AA meeting we was going to go
I
to.
did go to AA meetings without you. I'm talking about NAMI meetings.
No, we was going to go to AA meeting first to go. I remember what you was talking about when you had the age the drinking thing we was going to go.
And that's my support system. Mm. Anyways, like I was saying about NAMI, it's actually good. They have different meetings or whatever you want to call them. I can't think of the word right now, but it's for people who actually live with people with bipolar, and then there's also ones for people who do have bipolar and what to look out for and this and that whatever. Um, and again, as I said, I am the kind of person that I will say something once. Like if it's like really important, I try to talk to the person and like really make it stick on their head. And if it doesn't stick on their head, obviously it's not on the top of their list. So basically, it kind of feels like again I am my own support system half the time. Just because he has too much crap on his mind. Between all of his nephew is trying to help out, and the crap with his brother next door, and the crap with all his friends that he helps out too. So yeah, I'm the crazy bitch he comes home to. Yeah, I'm the one. So if you can picture that, I guess you can understand why in the past I said I wanted to get a divorce. But I don't understand. That way of thinking is just a little bit wacky if you think about it. Me living on my own right now, wow. I would definitely do a lot of stupid shit. And as I said, I don't want to get anything else on my record. I prefer it the way it is. It's not squeaky clean, but I don't want to add nothing else to it. So that's kind of how I want to keep it. And living on my own would actually be, 1 second. Actually, be a very bad idea.
Yeah, you should have
Um, just for the fact that he won't shut up right now. And trying to find a toy to play with. Also the fact that I would not be able to I would be able to control my aggression for the most part, but yeah, yeah. Um, being in public a lot is like a freaking nightmare to me right now. Just because everywhere that we go, or I go, or whatever the fuck, um, it's always places that she's gone to too. So I'm not gonna get stuck on talking about my daughter. I'm really not supposed to be talking about her at all. For about a week, my husband said I need a break. But excuse me, do you want to say that again on tape?
I said you need to cut out because you can tell me the face is going to get red.
Oh, that's because I'm getting hot. My hair's
no,
down.
it ain't. Because every time you burn it up, your face get red. I'm watching
my face is not red.
Oh yeah, it is.
No.
Them cheeks, they're turning red. You can tell.
Okay, just a little bit. Anyway, shut up.
You told me trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out.
I ask you for advice once in a while. This is gonna be the worst video I've made so far. I'm sorry, everybody. But I'm trying to think, and I ask for advice once in a while, which I guess maybe some of you people out there might understand. But, yeah.
Alright, so.
I need some Tums. So anyways, I think that's pretty much it for tonight. Because I can feel myself getting all ticked off. Biggie there. I'm sorry, I'm getting some Tums. I had meat and I'm trying not to eat meat. It's actually making my stomach upset. And I totally feel like throwing it back up. So, give me 1 minute. I'm sorry. We're doing great. Peppermint. Oh, my cat hates peppermint. So, besides all I said, I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying to keep myself covered up. Not really too much of a flick. There's not too much else to say, really. Again, if my mania actually does not improve, I will probably go to the hospital, which will be a very shitty visit. My last one is actually like almost 6-7 days. Actually, I was supposed to stay longer. Grace, stop. But they wanted to actually test me for the debit code. I'm like, no, I can do that through my doctor. And of course, I never got it done. I just got pain on my side, which is a big warning, and not supposed to take it. But I kept on taking it. But anyways, the fact that I'm actually down to the bottom of the bowl, with mood stabilizers and stuff like that, will mean a longer stay, just because they're gonna find the right medication, or as my therapist was saying, the right combination of medication, which even sounds fucking scarier. I really don't want to go there yet and take like 2 or 3 medications. I think the most I've been on the past 2 years is, what the hell, 4? Was it 4? One time I was taking 4 medications at once. Yeah, it was 4, because he remembers. Which, of course, I'm like close to 100 pounds overweight. I actually have pictures. I wish I could try to. I might be able to show them to you on the cell phone I have, if I can find one, because my laptop hard drive got replaced. But I was a lot cuter. I did not have all this extra pudginess, and with the PCOS, it is extremely. Please stop shaking the bed, baby. It is extremely hard to actually lose the weight after it's on. And you tend to get the kangaroo pouch, as I've mentioned. I'm gonna kick you off the bed if you don't stop. Now give me a look. Sorry. So, besides that, I think that's about it. I do have to do my cards for my family this weekend. My mom's. I did the phone calls already. Another pop up. Yeah. And as I mentioned, I do alternate between phone calls and cards just because it brings up a lot of crap. Um, there's stuff that I don't want to talk about right now. I think I'm stressed out enough. And they both talk about my sis a lot, which I understand. I mean, I think about it too sometimes. But then I gotta think, hey, she made these choices. She chose to keep on doing this or keep on doing that or whatever. So, not my problem. Um, yeah. Sometimes wish I never would have came to Cincinnati. Not gonna lie. But anyways. So I think that is it. I'm going to do. Because I'm coming to a blank, which is abnormal for me. Oh, I have noticed one thing before I get off. I don't know if there's anybody out there who actually watches this who has PCOS. It is a very unknown disease. It's not well known at all. Actually, I never heard of it. I'm sorry, until I actually saw a reproductive endocrinologist. And it basically causes infertility, attacks some of your organs inside, attacks your cardiovascular system, meaning your heart, on top of heart problems that are actually in my family line. And when you get like extremely stressed out, your stomach blows up so bad, I am sorry, that you actually look like you're freaking Prego. It is fucked up as hell. I have actually had people in the past ask me like, "Oh, honey, what do you do?" And I'm like, and I just want to slug them. I mean, it is embarrassing, and my stomach's been that way for about the past 3 days. Again, I actually did skip my menstrual cycle. Like, no surprise there. I'm actually about a week late. So, um, so my stomach feels kind of funky, kind of crampy. Um, and it does tend to push on the bladder more. So it's not fun. And thanks to our lovely, idiotic fucking president, I don't have any health insurance. So, yeah. Try and explain that one to me. I would really love to know if somebody could. Because I did have my social security, the SSI check. As well as my husband, he's actually retired. He's like 14 years my senior. Please don't post any bad comments about that. I've heard enough about that crap. But again, his goes up because he stopped paying child support on his kids. This is my lovely cat shaking the camera. Give me that ball. Sorry. So his went up and I lost mine. Makes no sense, right? At all. Considering that I'm not even related to his crap that's going on with him. And after that, I lost my insurance about like 3 months later. I was told that I could apply for a spin down insurance coverage, but I had to actually pay. I think the spin down coverage was $498, which is like, that would have took me forever with the medication I'm taking. Most of it is covered by the therapy center I go to. So the stuff that we do actually, well, he actually pays for. I'm sorry, he pays for everything. I forgot.
Okay.
It's actually less than like $50 a month. So I'm thinking like $498. That's gonna take forever. I'm actually up there. I was up there, but yeah, I no longer qualify for a spin down either. So I did talk to a girlfriend for a little bit, as I mentioned. Gray, stop shaking the bed. Gosh, You know what? Hang on 1 second, people. I'm sorry, but this just gotta stop. Off the bed. So, that was a little spray bottle I have of water. Um, it makes you stop. So, anyways, the insurance problem. Where was I? I was talking to a. Well, actually, she's in Europe, England area. So I don't know if that actually works over here. She actually told me to get a caseworker over there. It's called something else. Can't think about what it's called. Um, yeah, a lot of things are totally different. So it's like, what the heck? No, it's fine. Thank you. Talking to my husband. Gosh, stop asking me questions, babe. Um. Where the fuck was I? Case management. That I should actually get a case manager through my therapist that can actually help me get insurance somehow. Even if it's just like the basic crap. I mean, obviously I'm not fit to work. Even on meds, I'm not fit to work. I still have rage issues. Not anger. I used to have anger, now it's just downright rage. So, I'm sorry. So she did actually mention me to get that, to actually talk to somebody about it. They are actually supposed to help out with any housing problems, stuff like that, personal issues. I believe they help out with transportation, clothing, medication, health insurance, getting eyeglasses, which would be awesome. The pair that I have is about, wow, I'd say 2 or 3 years old. They are shot to crap. They're all scratched up. It actually hurts to wear them, so I know they're the wrong prescription. But if I don't wear them, then my eyes hurt even more. So, pretty sure that I'm gonna have to wear the bifocal fuckers. That is so bad. But it runs in the family, I found out. We start out early with the bifocals, then it goes to trifocals. I'm like, screw me. Again, I swear to God, you're supposed to take what's given to you type thing. That whole thing about how God can only give you so much crap. Or whatever the hell. Personally, I think I was just scraped out of the bottom of the gene pool sometimes. Um, when I was younger, I never had like serious health problems or anything like this. I did, but it wasn't that bad. And honestly, when I had my own place, it was fucking awesome. I actually got to decorate every room the way I wanted to. I could have quiet time when I wanted it. I think it was like the whole I want thing. I did live with my daughter, which was awesome. She was like smaller at the time. So, and she was very, not, I don't want to say obedient, but she was a very good child. Um, and she had her little princess room, and I had my little room, and it was great because I did actually have a lot of quiet time, and I had more time to actually do what I want to do, shall we say. Actually filled my cup up. I think I've mentioned my cup, which is like really low. Again with the Mountain Dew bottles, my cup's like right about to here today, which is actually a little bit more. It's not that bad, but that's only because I'm not talking to anybody. But being on my own is actually a little bit less stressful. Um, it does make you feel a little bit more secure. You do actually have to stay on top of your own bills, your own food, your own laundry, and you feel more independent. You feel like you're actually a part of the big picture, shall we say. And the type of housing situation that I'm in now, it's like there's my hubby who gets, this and that, whatever, then he's constantly out helping his friends. And then there's his nephew who pops in and out whenever he wants, because I don't fucking know when he works or if he does work half the goddamn time. And I'm just like floating in limbo. Yeah. So I'm not even close to happy. Um, I know in every place I've lived, except for when I first got married out of high school, that did not feel like a home. It felt like a house. Um, every other place I've had actually felt like a home. I got to paint, and decorate, and carpentry the crap out of the fucking house. I got to do whatever I wanted to. Wood floors are fucking tricky as hell too, by the way. It's very fucking tedious. And I actually fucked up one when I was, I done the den, the living room, like the whole shebang. And then like I finished and like, it looks kind of wrong and I actually had to, yeah, anyways, I messed it up. So you learn as you go type thing. But here it's nothing. I talk to cats, watch TV, play video games. Don't really go outside the house. Almost every time I do, the lady down the street, you can just hear her because she says it extra loud, just so I can hear her fucking comment about me. And as I mentioned, I did actually catch myself once. I came out with my rainbow umbrella, and I actually put it down on the ground, and I stuck my hair in a ponytail, and I started to walk down the fucking sidewalk until I saw my husband, and like right in front of me. I'm like, oh crap, what am I doing? So I picked it back up like nothing happened. Um, that is kind of the old me. But I'm like, man, yeah, in this neighborhood, it'd be like I'd be beaten to a pulp. Yeah, not fun. So, and of course, we all know where that leads. If my family's watching this, you guys know what that means. I fight dirty. Yeah, especially if people tag team up on me. I get my revenge in different ways, which is where a lot of my charges come from. They're not assault charges, but they're other charges, if you can just use your imagination. Um, so anyways, yeah. I'm a vengeful little bitch. But I think that's about it. As I've said like 3 times so far. So tomorrow hopefully I'm more awake. More here. Not as out of it. I do think it's because I slept in today till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I took my Klonopin at 1, then at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So yeah, I'm kind of a little mellow. Still gonna take the third one though, just to help with the sleeping habit. And I need to get off so I can go watch Cowboys and Aliens, which I've never even watched. So, most likely I will do it in the morning. If you have noticed, my AM vids are actually more alert and aware than my PM vids. Mainly due to the Klonopin, as you know, which I wish I could stop taking. I wish it was something less sedating, less addictive. Considering that I'm an ex-drug addict, you think they would like not up my Klonopin and stick me on something else. But for right now, it was a quick fix and the best thing that's working. So after I mellow out in a year or 2 or 3, don't exactly know how long grief lasts. But then they're gonna try to wean me off of it so I don't totally freak out or have seizures or complications. Which I just found out after they upped it, that if you actually just stop taking it, it'll totally fuck you up, which I did not know that. So I take 3 every day, like I'm supposed to. I try not to skip. I know I did take one day. I took like just one for some reason. I was totally depressed, so I just like stayed in bed. I'm like, I'm just in bed. I'm not really active, so I don't need it. And my arms actually started to shake, and I was like breathing really hard. My heart was pounding for like no reason, and it was not anxiety. It was just withdrawal from the Klonopin. So it is like taking freaking drugs. Very freaking scary. So from now on, I take three. There are days where I do take two, but that's far and few between. So in the morning, I will try to be more alert, less babbly, more focused, that kind of stuff. And hopefully I get out the house because it's a weekend. Oh wait, but I forgot my husband actually has to help out a friend again. Sorry. If I got like $20 every time you freaking helped out a friend, fuck, I would have a shitload of money right now. Oh my god, it'd be so cool. Anyways, obviously I'm a little happy on my Klonopin right now, so I will get off and see you guys in the morning. And I'm sorry, but I always wear my jammy shirts, but I don't leave the house, and they are very comfy. Um, so I will try to actually. I'm still working on a PCOS video, which is actually taking a lot longer than I wanted to. Um, Now, quick note: I did start it, but I did actually have to stop just because they started bringing back flashbacks of everything that I should not be thinking about or talking about right now. So I kind of put a halt to that one. The anxiety one also is on halt until I can come down from my mania. Hopefully soon. Yeah, that'd be perfect. So at that, I wish you guys a great night or morning, wherever you are, and enjoy your life the best you can. Bye.